So today I am doing a keratin treatment on my client and adding tape-ins. Today we use the Ion Keratin Smoothing Treatment. This is my client's hair in its natural state after taking down a previous install. This is her hair prior to being washed. Her hair is naturally big and thick, and my client wants to start wearing her hair flat iron, and she does not like when she goes out in humidity, her hair poofs back up. So she decided to get a keratin treatment. I'm also going to be adding tape-ins and coloring her tape-ins to match her natural hair. At this point, I've already washed the client's hair, and I'm actually combing it out before I apply the keratin treatment. So therefore, it's a lot easier for me to add the product to the hair. This is the Ion Smoothing Treatment that I use, and this is me adding the first layer. I'm starting in the back. I eventually got a towel because you do want to avoid the client's skin when using this and avoid the roots when doing this process. You do want to add the keratin smoothing treatment to the hair graciously, but you do not want to add too much. Do not want to oversaturate the hair. If you oversaturate the hair, it's going to be too sticky and too hard to deal with once it starts drying. I am adding the keratin treatment from the front to the back, and the reason I'm doing that is because my client has a lot of hair, and I did not want to run out of product before I got to the end. So what I'm doing here is I am adding the product to the hair from the front to the back, and if I was to run out, then it will run out in places that you probably will barely see. So that's the reason for that method. When applying this keratin treatment, you do want to wear gloves to protect your hair, and again, avoid the roots. It says to stay about a quarter away from the roots, which is perfect when you're adding in the tape-ins, and you'll see why later. So when adding in the keratin treatment, it is messy. It gets everywhere, so make sure you have a towel underneath the client, and make sure you have a towel on the floor because it will drip everywhere on the floor. The client's towel actually fell here, or it might be underneath all that hair, I'm not sure. But so you do want to add it graciously, but not oversaturating the hair. At this point, I'm just going in and I'm making sure that I got all areas. I'm making sure that I didn't miss any points because I don't want it to revert in some areas and some in none areas. And after putting in the treatment, you do want to make sure that the treatment stays on the hair for at least 30 minutes. After 30 minutes of it sitting, which I didn't show, after 30 minutes of it sitting, you do want to go in and blow dry the hair. And you're blow drying the hair on hot. And as you're blow drying, you do want to make sure you are straightening it as well. I am using a paddle brush, and I believe that this is the best method to blow dry the hair and to get it all dry. And this is the part where you want to make sure that it's not oversaturated, because if it's oversaturated, it's going to be hard to dry, and that hair is going to get stickier and stickier. So watch me blow dry. So now that the hair is all blow dried, at this point I am flat ironing the hair, and this is the hard part. It seems easy, but it's hard. You have to flat iron the hair 5 times per section. You do want to do small sections, and each section you have to flat iron 5. Well, it's actually 3 to 5 times, but because my client has really coarse hair, I did the maximum of 5 times. And watch me flat iron. Okay, so remember in the beginning I said you have to pass the hair 5 times with the flat iron. So here you're going to see me pass the hair 3 times with the flat iron. The reason why I did that is because I'm adding the tape-ins. So I pass the hair 3 times with the flat iron, add my tape-ins, and then pass it 2 more times. So in between flat ironing, I did go ahead and start adding in my tape-ins to the client's hair. The reason why I started doing it at this point in between flat ironing is because once you add your keratin treatment, you cannot fold the hair again. And I wanted to avoid folding by adding in the tape-ins in between the flat iron so I don't have to take the hair and pull it back up. So here I am adding in my tape-ins and then moving on to my next section of flat ironing. And I worked a little bit faster that way too. Alright, so this is the final look, and I am very impressed. I love how it turned out. It's very sleek, it's very shiny, and it's very smooth. It did what it was supposed to do. We added the tape-ins, and you see it gave my client some length. And it matched with her hair perfectly. So the aftercare to using the keratin treatment is you do want to avoid bending the hair. You want to avoid putting clips in the hair. You want to avoid anything that's going to make a dent in the hair. The hair has to be straight for 72 hours. If the client lays on it and it bends or folds or anything, the client must go in and flat iron that spot straight in order to keep the desired look. But all in all, it is a 10 out of 10, and I will definitely use this product again.